Okay, so I'm gonna have to respond to this Pedro's last video. I got a notification last night that he mentioned me in his video, and I haven't. I just watched it this morning, and I was surprised, shocked that Pedro is admitting that there's something going on with the scammers and the illegals, the immigrants. There's an issue with I knew that he would discover it when he tried Spark, but I was shocked that he admitted it and put it on video, because I suspected him of being a radical political view person when he was calling me a racist and totally just slamming me and saying that I'm lying on his show. When I came in on his show on that subject about the scammers, he came off to me as and I feel sorry for those people that have those radical political views and are so extreme that they won't even admit that there's a problem. Like, I have people that I mention this issue to, and the look on their face, and then they change the subject and they walk off and they don't want to talk about it. And those are the people that are the problem. Like, they're fully allowing this to happen. These guys coming over and squeezing us out on the line of work that we're doing. So I'm like, respect to Pedro for admitting it. I couldn't believe it. I can't believe that he let that video out and said that he apologized, he said in the video. So now I'm worried that he's done with Spark, and he's not going to he's only been doing it 3 days, and he doesn't even do it the whole day. And it took me a couple weeks of 9 hours a day in the Walmart parking lot to fully get a grasp on the situation and the problem that's happening to me. And this is in Arizona, not up here in Washington, but in Arizona. It's ridiculous. I have 2 of the car loaders' phone numbers, and I've been texting with them every couple weeks and confirming that it's business as usual. It's still operating, it's still going on. Walmart's still allowing it. They're not allowed to question when it's a girl's name and a guy's picking up the order, or vice versa. So, but when you're doing gig work just part-time and then YouTube full-time, it's way harder to have a grasp on the gig economy information, and especially this situation, with the illegal immigrants are taking over most of these apps. And it's not going to be easy to say that or report on it if you're a part-time gig worker. And Pedro's a part-time gig worker, full-time YouTuber, which is great. If I have that opportunity, I will do that too. And it won't be a secret. Everybody will see that I'm doing that, because I'm never going to stop showing my gig worker pay or my YouTube pay. So every time I do the payday video, every month when I do the YouTube pay video, it'll be obvious that I'm converting to part-time gig work and full-time YouTube. It probably won't happen, but I'll do it if it's an opportunity for me. I'd rather do that, because gig work is frustrating as hell right now because of this situation. So if you guys haven't seen his video, I'm going to put the link in the description. It's his last video that he did. And I'm just completely shocked that he would admit it, because I was positive that it was because of his political views that he was denying this, because it's so obvious, especially when you just watch the other YouTube channels that are exposing it. So, but I think it's a good thing that Pedro finally admits it, because he's the most popular gig tuber. He's not the highest subscribers. He's up there, over 80,000, but he's the most popular gig tuber, most watched gig tuber, mostly because he does the most videos. But I'm so glad that he's admitting this, because I think it's good for the cause, good for the problem, that the most watched, most popular guy is actually admitting it and showing in the video that there's issues with the app and the bots and the fucking, there's like cell jammer usage, and it might even be worse in St. Louis. It might be worse there, but Spark is the only app that you can totally watch this happening. Like, you can't sit at a restaurant, where you could, but it wouldn't be as relevant. It wouldn't be as evident to see these guys that operate in these teams. So it's harder to actually witness this happening on DoorDash and Uber Eats and Grubhub and those apps. I know it also happens on Amazon Flex too, I've heard, and you can watch that happen in the Whole Foods parking lots. But Spark is the one that's the easiest to just sit there and see it happening and totally be aware that there's a big issue going on, and you have a huge disadvantage. And these guys have been given the advantage by Walmart allowing it. They figured out a way to totally screw over the legitimate drivers. Walmart's completely 100% aware of it. I've talked to higher ups from Walmart, and they've responded to my viral video, and they are not willing to put a stop to it. They want it to continue. It must be a benefit to the Walmart company to be sending thousands of unknowns to the people's houses daily. So I'm like super happy that Pedro admitted this. I've been doing videos and trying to not completely slam the guy, because I actually thought that it was just ignorance, and I kind of forgive these people that are radical political. My mom's radical political and believes the news. She believes CNN and MSNBC. She believes everything that they say. So it's almost like she's brainwashed by the media that she chooses to watch. So I don't hate on those people. I have sympathy for them, and but now I don't think that was Pedro's problem. It was just that he didn't look into it enough, and he's a part-timer. Part-time gig workers are not going to notice this shit. It's not, if you're doing 2-3 hours a day, 5 days a week, you're not going to notice this problem. So the guy's good for the niche. Thanks to him for admitting it. And please keep doing Walmart. Sit there for a full day. I know you don't work full time, but try it. Please try it for a week. Pedro, do Walmart Spark 8 hours a day for 5 days, and then report back on what you see. All right? Okay, that's it for now. We'll talk soon. Later.